Pinbot. It's on. You can see it's turned on, but look, nothing on the LEDs. So that kind of leads me to believe that there's no 5 volts. And sure enough, if I go up here and check it, one-handed. Oh, interesting thing, Data East power supply. Who would ever thought somebody would do that? And I got next to nothing. Okay, so let's put this on AC. And let's measure the input, which would be on these 2 fuses here. And look, I got 11 volts AC there. And then on the other side of the fuse, got 11 volts AC on that, so that means that fuse is good. I can go up to this fuse. Ooh, look, broken fuse holder. Wow. So that thing's smoked. That could be 11 volts. And then here, 11 volts. So the fuses are good, even though this fuse holder is dead, because again, it's Data East with those shitty fuse clips. Look, we do the press test to make sure the clips are good. And then this one obviously failed. So we got a problem with 5 volts on this. So this is a little weird that somebody's put a Data East power supply in. And because of that, we've got to deal with the things that are normally problems on Data East power supplies, which is this cap right here. Likes to fail because it's so close to this. And that'll take the 5 volts out by itself. Obviously, this broken fuse clip that we broke when I was testing the fuses, that's always going to be an issue. And this input connector, we got to at least clean up at minimum and probably look at the female pins and see if they're burnt and maybe replace those accordingly. But there's a couple little things that we can do on this guy to make her run better. And that may actually, in fact, fix the problem. I tested the bridge. The way I do that is I put my meter on diode setting, and then this is the bridge. Notice you've got leads this way, this way, this way, all in one direction. This offset one is the plus, so I put my black lead on the plus, and it's hard to do one-handed, and then go to the 2 adjacent, and we should get 0.5. 0.4 to 0.6, and then likewise come over here like this and test that, same value, so we're good there. And then switch it over here. This is the minus lead, so I want to put the plus on that, test it like that, again 0.5, and then over here same deal, and again 0.5. so it looks like the bridge rectifier is okay. Put a new fuse clip in, but this was really a problem. I don't know if you can see this, but this cap, you can see it's kind of leaked, and down here where it was attached, it's green with corrosion. So this was definitely a problem. These things, when they do die, they die severely, and it'll take down the whole 5 volts. C2, and it's just 100 microfarad. It's just like a 10-cent part, but it'll take out the whole 5 volts if that's bad. And again, this is a Data East power supply installed in System 11. This is a problem prone to Data East. I don't see it so much on System 11, but I see it all the time on Data East power supplies. Okay, new cap installed. Power supply back in, but this connector, this is coming the power from the transformer. This one pin is like smoked. You can see where it's burnt in the housing, and the pin itself just is in poor shape. I'm gonna crimp a new one on there. By the way, I use this 0.093-inch Molex extractor to get these pins out of the connector. So I have a new pin crimped in there. You don't have to replace the housing. The housing's fine. It's a little brown, but the housing doesn't conduct anything, so it's just a purely visual thing. So just replace the pin, and I think we're good to go. Let's try power on. Oop, good news. LEDs are on. We got our beep. Factory settings restored. The game is booting, and that's because this has the world's oldest dead batteries. So we gotta upgrade that. But basically, we got this game booting. Look at that. Okay, no CPU control lights, but it is definitely running. Okay, so cut the old battery pack out, put a little remote one in up here. Just wire it up right there and there. New fuse. The CPU controlled lights are working. So we are in business. Tried to start a game and none of the coils were working other than special solenoids. You know, basically anything with the red and white power wire coils worked. So that would be pop pumpers and slingshots. But anything else that used the brown wires for power, like the out-hole kicker and the ball server and these other kickers, would not work. And the reason is that those are controlled down here by the AB relay. So this relay basically it uses on the CPU board a single transistor to drive both a coil and a flash lamp, and this relay directs power to one or the other. And the thing that I overlooked is, look, there's a fuse right here, a 2.5 amp slow blow that should go right there, and it was blown. So the flashers worked because the flashers are these orange wires, but the brown wire did not work because it goes through this fuse, so therefore none of the coils worked. So don't forget about that. It's kind of a weird place for a fuse, but that's what they did. Hard to play one-handed.